He's back. So, on the agenda for today, YouTube alternatives. Do they exist? I don't know. Probably they do exist. We might have to make some. We might have to make our own internet. We might have to reinvent the internet, remove the parasite. That'll be that. I don't know. I am rolling through Denver, and the main thing I've found out is that I do not miss Denver at all. Denver is a clusterfuck. Don't miss Denver. Hey, Nigel. I will have to improve my aim. Oh. Pretty good. Pretty good, Nigel. So I don't know if there is a good YouTube alternative. There has to be, though, I would assume. I would assume that the many-tentacled beast does not have its fingers in literally everything. I could be wrong. I don't know. Could be wrong. Although, if I have to disappear off of social media, it's really not going to be the end of the world for me. It's really not. Pretty sure I'll survive it. But I also don't think that's going to happen. I was talking to Andrea. I could pull a Matt and be real scared right now that the social media gods are going to fuck with me. So just recreate another profile before it happens. You know? And I can come back like Matt from 12, 13, 15,000 subs and come back afterward after the big scare and all of a sudden have, 65,000. Maybe that would be a good idea. I don't know. There are many different ways to do marketing, right? Many ways. And I don't know if I'm tired of YouTube or not. I'm not really sure. YouTube is just Google. And am I tired of Google or not? I mean, it's kind of too big of a thing to express a specific and particular emotion about the thing. Even though, sure, they got their tentacles or fingers or what have you in many areas where they shouldn't be, obviously. But still, it's too large of an entity to really be able to express a specific emotion about it at any given time. That's what I feel. How's everyone doing? What's happening? What is happening? I fixed my key. That's what's happening. My Prius has one of those newfangled push to start features on it. And so there's a key fob, and hidden inside the key fob is an actual metal key. And in case your newfangled gadgetry doesn't work, you can pull that out and still unlock your car. Theoretically speaking, of course. Now, my key never worked. My metal key that was hiding inside of the fob never worked. I don't know why. So I was always like, if this, fob ever dies, then I'm fucked because the key doesn't work. But I had forgotten about that. When I went to get this key replaced, or rather recut. So there's a thing at the top of the, I'll show you what it looks like. I can't show you what it looks like because it's, anyway, you know what a key fob looks like. There's a part on top of that you're supposed to hook into your key ring. That part was broken. So nothing was wrong with the electrical components, and nothing was wrong with the actual key, aside from the fact that the key didn't work. And this is still a mystery to me. I have not figured it out. Key doesn't work. So I had forgotten about this when I went to get the key recut, because I found a key fob that looks exactly the same, and it's just the guts, or not the guts, it's the housing. I didn't need that. I didn't need the guts. I already have those, and I didn't need the housing. I already have that. All I needed was the key ring part of the key fob, which is attached to the actual metal key. So basically, I got a clean slate on that key, and I went to bring it to the key place and I asked them if they could cut it for me, and they said, yeah, $35, sir. That's laser cut. So I said, okay, that's not bad. Anything to have my key ring back, right? So they cut my key, and I compare it to the old one. Looks pretty good. Mind you, all of this is done with me not remembering that the key didn't work. It just didn't work. In my passenger door, like the actual key itself did not. Are we back? Looks like we're back. Okay. So we need to continue with the story. I might drop this this video chat because of the obvious. So, back to the story. I've got my key cut, and I get home, and all that's going through my mind is, well, when I get home, I need to test this key to make sure that he cut it right, because that's all that ever goes through my mind when I'm getting keys cut. Now, I didn't remember anything about the key not working until I got back to the car and tried the old key. For some reason, I was trying the old key before I tried the new key. So I got back to the car, all excited to try out my new key. And for some reason, I tried the old key first, and remembered that my old key never worked in the first place. So I was reminded that my old key never worked in the first place. So I was like, at that moment, I was thinking, well, it doesn't matter. Like, whether the old key works or not, it wasn't working the entire time I was driving before. And the only thing, a key ring that's actually working, right? So that was my next train of thought. And, well, however, I also had the thought, I got this thing cut for no reason whatsoever. I could have saved myself $35. Because if it's not working in the door, then it's purposeless, and I might as well have not cut it in the first place. I could still use the key ring part, though, whether the thing is cut or not. So then, on a whim, I decided to try the new key in my passenger door. I don't know why. I do not know why I decided to try that, but for some reason I did, because there's no logical reason to try the new key in the door. None whatsoever. But for some reason I did, and it worked. The new key cut off of the old key that didn't work on like a shitty replacement, like $12 Amazon key fob guts replacement or housing replacement. Blank key that was made from the old key that didn't work did work. The new one did work. And I have no idea why. I have no clue. It looked exactly the same. The new cut looked to me as exactly the same as the old cut. And yet the new one worked and the old one didn't. So this is actually the first time since owning this Toyota Prius that I've actually been able to use the key to get inside of my car via traditional mechanistic methods. And now I have a key ring that actually works. Actually, I think I can probably pull this out and show you guys because yep, key doesn't need to be in this stupid van for it to be working. See, this is my key fob, but this is the old one, not the new one. And let me show you the key. If I can do all this without crashing. Hold on one sec. I'm gonna put you down for a sec. Yeah, so this is the new key right here. As you can see, the key ring actually works. And the new cut is exactly the same as the old cut. But for some reason, this one works and the old one didn't. I don't know why. Don't care, really. Why this van doesn't need to have the key inside the ignition while you're driving, I have no idea. But that's just like one little step towards like getting rid of broken stuff from my past. I'm cleaning up the wreckage that is my past. Slowly but surely. And I have no idea if I'm gonna find a new social media or not. They're kind of all retarded. Johnny Street sign. I can walk you through pulling the keyhole out of the passenger door to get a proper one cut. No, it worked fine. Thank you, but yeah, the new one works. Cut off with the other one that didn't work. So go figure. Yeah, it's an absurdist, upside down, silly reality. You can pull the key out of most work vehicles while it's running to open other doors, toolboxes, etc. Oh, you're saying that's purposefully built into it? Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know if a new platform means anything or not. If I should care enough to try to get on a new platform. Because whatever their control methods are fully arbitrary. And it has no relation to whatever they're saying it is. So there's no way to try and abide by the rules even if I wanted to. So I don't care. I don't care at all. So maybe I'll just stay on here until they kick me off. And if they kick me off and I want to come back on, I'll just make another I'll just make another handle with the same name. Or maybe a different name. And I'll probably have twice as many subscribers because the algorithm bots that are attached to this account won't be attached to the new one. You know? The whole thing is just funny, I think. It's pretty funny. It is in my semi-truck. Maybe the key has other powers. Perhaps. If God exists, it doesn't interact with this reality and remains neutral. Just start on here. Say what I always say what I want anyway. Always. And usually if something tries to tell me to shut up, or if some person or being or thing expresses that it doesn't wish me to do a certain thing, obviously I'm an Irish brat, like I'm rebellious. So yeah, tell me to do something, and the initial response is, or tell me not to do something, and the initial response is immediately do that thing in the most annoying way possible to whoever's trying to get me not to do it. That's the initial response. But then the more intelligent response is, you know, who's trying to manipulate me? Because if someone's trying to manipulate, then of course you go a couple layers deep. You don't just go for the knee-jerk reaction. If you're the manipulator or the manipulated, and I don't know if I'm either of those categories. I'm not very easy to manipulate, so most entities have stopped trying. I don't know. God is love. Irish brat goes here too. Yeah. Good luck. Good luck controlling Gary. Good luck. You can ask Andrea about that one. Hey, from Ireland. It's mad and funny here too. Yeah, just laugh your ass off. This reality is fucking hilarious when it's not being sad and torturous and terrifying and horrifying and all those things. When it's not being those things, which it usually is, or when it takes a break from being those things, it's fucking hilarious. Like, hilariously backwards. So you know. Been listening to some 90s lately. 90s are pretty nice. You know, the ones who are making these control structures always end up getting fucked by the things that they made. Like, whoever came up with nanotechnology and the guaranteed, like, their whole circulatory system is controlled by nanite little black goo, whatever it ended up turning into, whoever made it inevitably is the most controlled by it, guaranteed. That's what God is. God is just this eternally laughing, like, omnipresent, can never find him, can never get away from him, or it or her. That's all God is. He's like the antithesis to ego. In every single possible way that ego presents itself and tries to have like a trinket attached to it, God comes around and is like, no. God finds infinite different ways to tell the ego, no. Something like that. My friends in Ireland are so in tune with me, and you would like them, I think. Uber truck. No, I'm picking up a delivery from Denver. This is my second Denver delivery in the same week. This is like the one slow time of the year for work. So yeah, so the dollar situation is a bit interesting right now, but I also have had a little bit more time off than normal, which is not good for, idle hands and whatnot. You've all heard of that one. Idle hands. especially if you're Irish. Not good. Denver is controlled by dark forces. I don't know. This whole realm is controlled by dark forces. They're just doing a stupid job of it right now. They're not like... They're just making it ugly. The dark does not have to be like retarded. It does not. It can be beautiful. Like murder mysteries can be beautiful. Some aspects of war can be beautiful. It does not have to be like oozing poop like it is right now. The thing is just, there's a nozzle that's just gone loose. It's just spraying poop all over everybody. And I know that's what's happening right now, so that's the way it's got to be, but god damn, it's ugly. It's ugly. Poop spraying everywhere. You gotta be wiping it off the face all day long. Just wipe it off. Oh, yeah. I'm going to be going on Emily's show, I believe. We have not solidified it yet, but... Did I already talk about that? I think I might have already talked about that. Anyway, if I didn't, I should be going on Emily's show this or next weekend. And we'll talk about same shit anybody ever talks about, which is, what do you enjoy doing with your day? What makes you, what gets you going? You know? And I have another person that is trying to come on the show soon. What is his name? I forget his name, but I should have somebody coming on the show soon, and I will be going on Emily's show soon. And otherwise, the state of the realm is exactly the same as it always ever has been. Same as always. And most likely, everybody is not living up to their capacity, you know? I know I don't. I can always be doing way more in terms of things that I'm trying to do with myself in my life. I can always be doing more. But I also enjoy resting. So it's a constant struggle between, do I do something? Do I create? Do I start a thing? Do I get other people involved? Knowing the sludginess of the realm? Or do I just kick back and enjoy, you know, some peace and solitude? Constant struggle. So I just want to check with everyone here. You guys haven't heard any copyright stuff happening while I'm making this video, right? You haven't heard any other music coming through, blasting through the speakers that I was not aware of? I just want to make sure for YouTube's community guidelines. Just want to make sure, double sure, triple sure. And yeah. That's about it for now, folks. That's all I got for you. God, wouldn't God want to? God escapes definition. I know that much. If nothing else, Just God will not be defined, if nothing else. The sound truck sound is copyrighted, bro. Oh my God. I forgot about that. They have copyrights on the creaks and stuff in the GMC vans, don't they? Or sorry, Chevy vans. Did they copyright the creaks? Like the sounds that their visor make while they're falling to shit? They copyright that shit? Well, I guess I'm gonna find out. What's up, Fabian? No copyright on God. They're trying to copyright God. They're trying to copyright everything, I promise you that much. We must stand in between. We must not allow that to happen. No copywriting God. Okay? I'm gonna take off now, people. Just wanted to pop back in, say hello, because I know you missed my beautiful face. So that's it. That's all for today. Hope everyone's doing well.